Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Honda 1.0 VTC turbo petrol engine is a three-cylinder turbocharged unit that was introduced as part of Honda's downsizing strategy, notably in the 10th generation Civic FK/FC/FK 6 chassis code, typically from 2016 to 2021. It aimed to offer a balance of performance and fuel efficiency, replacing larger naturally aspirated engines like the 1.8-liter in previous Civics. Here's a detailed review, including opinions, advantages, disadvantages, potential faults, fuel consumption, and technical details. Review and opinions. The 1.0 VTEC Turbo generally receives mixed but often positive reviews for its segment. Character. As a three-cylinder, it has a distinctive thrumming sound, which some find characterful, while others note it can transmit some vibration at idle, more so than some rivals, e.g. Vauxhall and VW's 3-pots. Performance. Despite its small displacement, it's surprisingly capable for daily driving. It produces 126 to 129 horsepower, 93 kilowatts, and around 200 newton-meters of torque, manual version, with peak torque coming in at a relatively low 2,250 RPM. This provides good low-down pull, making it feel quicker than its 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, time of around 11.2 seconds suggests. It handles mid-range acceleration well, which is where most real-world driving occurs. Driving experience. When paired with the 6-speed manual gearbox, it's often praised for a slick, positive, and mechanical shift quality that enhances the engaging driving experience of the Civic. The CVT option is generally less favored. Refinement. Once on the move, the engine typically settles down, and the Civic overall is often noted for good refinement, with road and wind noise well controlled. Advantages. Downsizing benefits. Offers decent power from a small engine, leading to lower road tax in some regions due to lower CO2 emissions. Torque. Provides good low-end torque thanks to the turbocharger, making it feel responsive in urban environments and at lower speeds. Engaging drive. When combined with Honda's typically good chassis tuning, especially in the 10th Gen Civic, which was praised for its handling, it can make for an enjoyable driving experience. Standard kit. Often came with a good level of standard equipment and safety features, e.g. Honda Sensing Package. Disadvantages. Wet belt design. This is arguably the most significant disadvantage. The 1.0 VTEC Turbo uses a wet belt for its timing system, meaning the timing belt runs within the engine oil. This design is prone to belt degradation, where rubber particles from the belt can shed into the oil, potentially clogging oil pickup filters and leading to turbo failure or even catastrophic engine damage if not properly maintained. Fuel consumption. While official figures are often good, e.g. 45.6 miles per gallon WLTP combined for the manual, real-world fuel economy can be quite sensitive to driving style. Aggressive driving or heavy urban use can significantly increase consumption, sometimes leading to figures higher than expected for a small engine. Vibrations at idle. As a three-cylinder, it can exhibit some noticeable vibration at idle, particularly through the pedals and firewall, compared to smoother four-cylinder engines. High RPM strain. While it has VTEC in its name, it doesn't have the traditional high-revving nature of older VTEC engines. Pushing it to its red line, around 5,500 RPM, can result in more noise than actual power gain. Direct injection issues. Like many direct injection petrol engines, it can be susceptible to carbon buildup on intake valves over high mileage, which can degrade performance. Using high-quality fuel and carbon-reducing additives may help, but it's a common characteristic of direct injection. Faults and breakdowns. The main reported issues revolve around the wet belt design, timing belt degradation, and turbo failure. As mentioned, the wet belt can disintegrate, leading to particles clogging the oil system and causing turbocharger failure. This is a well-documented issue, and Honda has issued recalls for some models, particularly 2017 to 2019, to address faulty wet belts. Regular and frequent oil changes with the correct oil type are crucial to mitigate this risk. Oil dilution, less common than 1.5T, but still a concern while more prevalent in the 1.5-liter VTEC turbo. Some instances of fuel mixing with engine oil have been reported, especially in colder climates or with frequent shore journeys where the engine doesn't reach optimal operating temperature. This reduces oil's lubricating effectiveness. Software updates were deployed to address this on affected models. Boost leaks / wastegate issues. General turbocharger-related issues like cracked intercooler pipes or malfunctioning wastegate actuators can occur, leading to reduced power. Flat spots / hesitation. Some users have reported occasional hesitation under acceleration, which could be due to turbo lag or ECU calibration. Software updates or quality fuel might help. Brakes and AC. Less engine-specific, but common complaints on the 10th Gen Civic include noisy brakes and air conditioning issues. Fuel consumption. Official WLTP combined figures for the manual 1.0 VTEC turbo in the Civic, e.g., 2022 model, range around 44.8 to 45.6 miles per gallon Imperial, which translates to approximately 6.2 to 6.3 L/100 km. For the automatic CVT, it's slightly lower, around 41.5 to 42.2 miles per gallon Imperial, or 6.7 to 6.8 L/100 km. However, real-world consumption varies. Mixed driving. Owners often report figures in the range of 40 to 45 miles per gallon Imperial, or 6.3 to 7.1 L/100 km for mixed driving. Motorway cruising. On long motorway runs, it can be quite efficient, sometimes exceeding 47 miles per gallon Imperial, or dropping below 6 L/100 km. Urban driving. In stop-and-go city traffic, consumption can rise significantly, sometimes closer to 7.0 L/100 km or higher. Timing. The Honda 1.0 VTEC turbo engine uses a wet timing belt. This means the belt is submerged in engine oil. The recommended replacement interval for this wet belt is typically every 6 years or a certain mileage, although some owners opt for more frequent checks or replacement due to the known issues with belt degradation. Oil. Oil type. The recommended engine oil viscosity for the Honda 1.0 VTEC turbo P10A2 engine code is generally 5W, 30, or 0W, 30, meeting specifications like ASIA A5/B5, API-SN+, or ILSAC GF6A. It's crucial to use the correct specification as per Honda's recommendations to ensure proper lubrication and help mitigate wet belt issues. Capacity. The oil capacity is typically around 3.8 liters. Maintenance. Due to the wet belt design, frequent oil and filter changes, some owners recommend every 5,000 to 6,000 miles rather than the manufacturer's extended intervals, are highly advised to minimize the risk of belt degradation and subsequent engine issues. Versions and history. The 1.0 VTEC turbo engine, P10A2, was part of Honda's broader strategy to introduce downsized, turbocharged engines to meet increasingly stringent emissions regulations and compete with European rivals. Introduction. It debuted with the 10th generation Honda Civic, which was launched globally in various markets starting around 2016 to 2017. Application. Primarily found in the 10th generation Honda Civic hatchback and sedan and SUV markets. Evolution of VTC. While carrying the VTC name, this engine's VTC system is integrated into its turbocharged setup to optimize valve timing for both low-end torque and higher RPM efficiency, rather than the aggressive cam profiles of older, naturally aspirated VTEC engines that focused on high RPM power. Honda has continuously evolved its VTEC technology, e.g., iVTEC, iVTEC Hybrid, to suit different engine types and performance goals. Part of a turbo family, it sits alongside other turbocharged engines in Honda's lineup, most notably the 1.5 VTEC Turbo L15B7, which also saw widespread use in the Civic and other models, and a more powerful 2.0 VTEC Turbo found in the Civic Type R. In summary, the Honda 1.0 VTEC Turbo offers a spirited and efficient option for daily driving, especially when paired with a manual gearbox. However, potential owners should be aware of the wet belt design and prioritize diligent maintenance, particularly with oil changes, to ensure its long-term reliability. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.